Vrinda and I'm your grade 10. Hi everyone. Namaskar and a very warm welcome to everyone present here today. We are gathered on this auspicious occasion to celebrate Ayodhya Ramotsava, a festival that resonates with the rich and cultural, historical heritage of our land. Indeed, Ayodhya holds a special place in our hearts, being the birthplace of Lord Rama. Today's festivities will be a blend of devotion, tradition, and celebration. May the divine light guide us through this wonderful celebration. Let the festivities begin. As we revel in the joy of Ayodhya Ramotsava, it's time to witness some spectacular cultural performances and showcase the vibrancy and diversity in our heritage. Our first performance is the Eka Shloka Ramayana, depicting the life and teachings of Lord Rama. Namaskar everyone.
Today we will present the story of Sri Rama in a shloka. Adauram atapovanam vigamanam hattham vigam kanchanam vaidehi haranam jatayu maranam sugriva sambhashanam vali nigrahanam samutra taranam lankapuri dahanam Paschat Ravana Kumbhakarnahanam Etat Ramayanam. Sri Rama descended in the line of Ikshvaku. And Dasharatha sought to invest Sri Rama with the office of regent because Sri Rama was powerful, radiant and resolute and was also the eldest of his 4 sons. Witnessing the treachery of Rama and the installation of Bharata against the promised boons granted by the emperor. At his father's decree, Sri Rama retires to the woods, accompanied by his newly wedded spouse, Sita, going from forest to forest and crossing streams, they reach Chitrakuta. In the meantime, Emperor Dasharatha ascends to heaven as he was grief-stricken due to separation from his son. Bharata did not leave the forest and implored Sri Rama to be the ruler. But Sri Rama refused the kingdom in honor of his father's wishes. At Bharata's request, Sri Rama handed over his own pair of wooden sandals as his representative to rule over the kingdom. And Bharata returned to Ayodhya. Curtains down. Adau Rama tapovanadi gamanam. Sri Rama left Chitrakuta and entered the Dandaka forest and met with many sages. At the request of the sages, Sri Rama dispatched many Rakshasas including Virat. The ogress Shurpanakha, who was capable of assuming any form at will, came upon Sri Rama and was attracted to him. Having been spurned by Sri Rama, she tries to attack Sita. Lakshmana lops off her ears and nose. Sri Rama then killed on the field all the Rakshasas that came at the instigation of Shurpanakha, including Khara, Dushana and Trishila. 14,000 Rakshasas in Janasthana, a part of Dandaka forest, were killed by Sri Rama. Curtains are. At the instigation of Shurpanakha and stupefied through anger at the death of his brothers, Ravana, the king of Lanka, sought the help of Maricha to steal away Sita. Curtains down. Hatvam Vigam Kanchanam, seen with Maricha as the golden deer. Maricha assumed the form of an attractive golden deer. When Sita tried to touch the deer ran away just out of reach of Sita. Sri Sita then requested Sri Rama to catch the deer for her. Sri Rama advised Lakshmana to watch over Sita and went after the deer. The deer kept just out of reach of Sri Rama as well and pulled him far away from Sita and Lakshmana. When Rama realized that he had come very far away, he suspected that the deer was not real, but rather one of the augurs who was playing tricks on them. He shot an arrow at the deer. Maricha, knowing that his life was at an end, mimicked Sri Rama's voice and loudly cried, Lakshmana! Sita! Sita! Save me! While breathing his last. Sita, having heard the voice, was perturbed and commanded Lakshmana to go to Sri Rama's rescue. Lakshmana repeatedly implored with her and said that Sri Rama was very capable and was not Rama's voice. However, Sita wanted to be 100% sure and angrily told Lakshmana to go check on Sri Rama to best defend her while she was alone. Lakshmana drew a line around the hut and requested Sita not to cross the line on any condition. He then left to look for Sri Rama. Vaidhi Harana, scene of Sita being kidnapped. In the meantime, knowing that Sita was alone, Ravana decided to seek alms from Sita. Ravana chants Vedic mantras and Sita honors him as an unexpected Brahmana guest. Realizing that he could not cross the line drawn by Lakshmana, Ravana insisted that Sita come out and give the alms to him. Not wanting to let the Brahmana go empty-handed from her door, Sita steps out of the line. No sooner that she crosses the line, Ravana grabs her and kidnaps her away in his Pushpaka Vimana, a flying device, and tells her that he is Ravana, the king of Lanka. Sita cries at the top of her voice, "Oh Rama, oh Lakshmana, help me! Look at this Rakshasa who is carrying me away against my will." Sita prays to the trees, the Godavari river, the deities who dwell in the forest. "I seek the protection of all the animals and birds that live in this forest and tree. Kindly tell my husband your Sita is being carried away by Ravana, helpless as she was." Sita caught sight of the vulture Jatayu, perched on a tree and calls out, "Oh Jatayu, Ravana is taking me against my will. You must report my abduction to Sri Rama and Lakshmana." Jatayu, who was lying asleep at the time, presently heard a call. Jatayu Maranam, seen with Ravana and Jatayu. The vulture Jatayu tries to intercept Ravana. "Ravana, I am the king of the vultures. How dare you lay a finger on Sita? Release Sita at once." And challenged with these words, Ravana rushed towards Jatayu, his eyes red with anger. Jatayu valiantly fights Ravana. Jatayu breaks Ravana's bow, kills his charioteer, and smashes the canopy. Ravana holds Sita with his arms and is left with the slave. Ravana cuts off Jatayu's wings, feet and hands. A bleeding Jatayu drops to the ground. Sita wishes to hold him, but Ravana seized her by the hair and rose to the skies once again and bore her away. Curtains up. Sita throws away her jewels in the midst of 5 Vanara chiefs sitting on a mountain peak and continue to cry. Reaching Lanka, Ravana keeps Sita in his gynecium and orders the ogresses that no one should be allowed to visit Sita, and whatever she wishes should be provided to her. Ravana then tries to coax Sita to be his wife and says such marriage is permitted and called as Rakshasa Vivaha. Interposing a blade of grass between herself and Ravana, Sita expresses her undivided love for Sri Rama and reproaches Ravana, whereupon he orders the ogresses to take her to Ashoka Vatika and intimidate her. Curtains down. Scene with Sri Rama and Jatayu. In the meantime, while returning to his hermitage, Sri Rama feels concern for Sita, and on meeting Lakshmana scolds him for leaving Sita unprotected. Sri Rama with Lakshmana arrive at his hermitage and are pained not to find Sita there. Sri Rama is distressed with agony, uttering a loud wail. Sri Rama looks for her again and again. Not finding Sita anywhere, Rama is unnerved. Where on earth would Sita be? Deprived of Sita, I shall certainly not survive, O Lakshmana. Lakshmana suggested that they should continue to look for Sita. They find Sita's flowers and a little further, the bow lying on the ground, as also the charioteer. They soon meet Jatayu, and Jatayu says that the lady and my life were both snatched by Ravana. I tried to rescue Sita, broke his bow, but he cut off my wings and carried her away. Jatayu also tells them Ravana is the son of sage Vishrava and a half-brother of Kubera, and soon gives up his life. Curtains up. Sri Rama cremates Jatayu as one would cremate one's own kinsman. Moving in the southern direction, they leave the Dandaka forest and enter the Krauncha forest. They fall a prey to Kavanda, and Rama and Lakshmana savor the arms of Kavanda. Kavanda gives assurance of help in the discovery of Sita. After his cremation, Kavanda counsels them to make an alliance with Sugriva. He shows them the way to Rishabhuka Hill and Pampali, and giving them information about the grove of sage Matanga, takes leave of them. Sri Rama and Lakshmana visit the hermitage of Shavali, receive her hospitality and go around the forest. Curtains down. Sugriva Sambhashanam. Scene with Hanuman meeting Sri Rama and Lakshmana for the first time. Seeing the two princely brothers and suspecting them to have been sent by his elder brother Vali, Sugriva goes into hiding. There Hanuman reassures him by recourse to reasoning. Sugriva sends Hanuman to ascertain what existed in the mind of the two princes. Hanuman comes with a shawl around him. Lakshmana tells the story of how they came to be in the forest and tells that they need Sugriva's help to locate Sita. Observing that Sugriva was in a similar predicament in that his wife was separated from him and he was banished from his kingdom, Sugriva would meet Rama as an ally. Hanuman resumes his real form and placing Rama and Lakshmana on his shoulders, reaches Rishamukha. Curtains up.
Jai Shri Ram!
Jai Shri Ram!
Curtains down. Scene with Hanuman, Rama, Lakshmana and Sugriva together. Rama and Lakshmana alight from Hanuman's shoulder. Sugriva and Rama shake hands and hug each other. Sugriva goes to the side. Hanuman presents Sri Rama and Lakshmana before Sugriva and narrates the story of the two princes. Sugriva offers his handshake to Sri Rama as a token of their friendship. Sri Rama responds by shaking his hands and hugs him. Sugriva says, "You will not be separated for long from Sita, for I will help you to find her and bring her back. But you must help me to kill Vali." We actually saw Sita being carried away by Ravana because we heard her cry, "Rama, Lakshmana," all the while struggling to escape. When she saw us, she dropped off a small wrapper and we have saved it. Sri Rama said, "Bring them soon, my friend." Sugriva brought a wrapper and showed it to Sri Rama. Holding the raiment as well as the sparkling jewels, Sri Rama was covered in tears. Sri Rama then asked Sugriva for his help to locate Ravana. Sugriva answers that he doesn't know where Ravana lives, but he would help Rama as soon as Vali is killed. Sri Rama asks him why he wants to kill Vali. Sugriva replies, "I was deposed by Vali from my throne, exiled from the kingdom, and my wife was snatched by him just because he is more powerful than me. He is also trying to kill me. I cannot live in constant fear." Sugriva then tells Sri Rama about Mayavi and Vali's battle and how Sugriva thought that Vali was dead when he saw a stream of blood coming from the cave. Sugriva closed the mouth of the cave with a rock and returned to Kishkinda, where Vali's ministers installed him on the throne. In the meantime, Vali returned from the cave and reprimanded Sugriva for usurping his throne. Despite trying to pacify him and clear the misunderstanding, his elder brother exiled him. With a view to ascertaining Rama's strength, Sugriva describes Vali's power. He tells him how Vali had killed Mayavi's brother Dundubi and had thrown the bleeding Dundubi at a distance of 4 miles. At the time, blood had splattered Sage Matanga's ashram, and the sage had cursed that Vali or any monkey in Vali's employ would perish if they entered within the 4 miles of the ashram. Therefore, Vali would not come to the Rishamukha forest, and Sugriva could stay there safely. Sugriva shows Dundubi's colossal remains that looks like a mountain top. "Oh Rama, how will you be able to kill that Vali in a combat?" Sri Rama lifted the carcass with one toe and hurled it at a distance of 10 yojanas. To convince Sugriva further, Sri Rama pierced all the 7 sal trees and the arrow re-entered Sri Rama's quiver. Sugriva was seized with great wonder and supremely pleased fell flat to the ground with joint palms as a token of respect to Sri Rama. Embracing Sugriva, Sri Rama told him to proceed to Kishkinda and challenge Vali to a duel. Curtains up. Vali Nigrahanam. Scene with Sugriva and Vali's fights. Curtains down.
Vali!
Sugriva
Vali!
rightfully by way of challenge to Vali. Enraged to hear that roar, Vali rushed forward. There was a terrible combat between Vali and Sugriva. Blinded with anger, the two brothers struck each other with their palms, swords and fists. Bow in hand, Sri Rama keenly fought the two heroes, who looked like twins. Sri Rama does not discharge the arrow. Exhausted and battered, Sugriva, chased by Vali, enters the forest occupied by Sage Matanga. Vali does not dare enter Sage Matanga's hermitage. When Sugriva sees Sri Rama, he spoke piteously. "If you were not going to kill Vali, you should have told me first. I would not have moved out of here." Sri Rama said, "Dear brother, please let go of your anger. You, O Sugriva and Vali, resemble each other in every way. I was puzzled and did not want to hurt you, even by mistake. Therefore, engage in a combat with Vali once more, and Vali will be struck by me. Wear some distinguishing mark on your person." Uprooting the Gajapushpi creeper laden with flowers, Sri Rama says, "O Lakshmana, fasten it about the neck of the glorious Sugriva." Sri Rama and the others remain hiding behind trees while Sugriva goes to challenge Vali.
Vali! Vali!
Although Vali is discouraged by his father, Vali does not listen to him and comes to battle with Sri Rama replied, we punish him who has strayed from the path of virtue. An elder brother, father, and guru, all are equally regarded as fathers. You cohabit with Ruma, the wedded wife of Sugriva, and have thus perpetrated a sinful deed and need to be punished. Vali seeks Rama's forgiveness and requests him to take care of his son Angada and breathes his last. Curtains up. Sugriva is installed on the throne and Angada assumes the office of Prince Regent, while Rama takes a vow to live in the cave till the end of monsoon and leaves instructions to initiate search for Sita after the monsoon. Hanuman urges Sugriva to collect an army with a view to conducting search for Sita. Sugriva gets the Vanaras together and advises them that they should conduct search for Sita and return within a month or be punished. Sugriva gives clear instructions of which regions are located in which quarter and assigns various generals to each quarter. Hanuman, Nila, Jambavan with Angada as the chief are assigned the southern quarter. With a view to inspire confidence in Sita and found, Sri Rama hands over his signet ring to Hanuman. The generals from the eastern, western and northern quarters return before the month is up, as they were not able to locate Sita. Even after exploring their respective regions more than once, they all feel Hanuman will be able to discover Sita. Curtains down. Samudra Taranam, scene about Hanuman crossing the ocean. Angada and his team search high and low in the southern quarters over the Vindhyan range and begin to feel dividend of their success. Hanuman and others believe they should fast unto death or return to the cave and stay there in hiding as their 1 month was up. At that time, Sampati, the elder brother of Jatayu, hears their story. When Angada asks him if he knew of the abduction, Sampati acknowledges his having seen a youthful lady being borne away by Ravana and crying out, Rama, Rama. Sampati tells them that he could see Sita lost in Lanka, which was about 100 yojanas away due to his extremely long vision. Sampati soon gets his wings back as directed by sage Shaka. Being transported with joy, he assures the Vanaras that they will accomplish their purpose too. The monkeys move southward but get despondent at the sight of the ocean. Jambavan encourages Hanuman to take up the task. He reminds Hanuman how he got his name and the boons he received from Brahma and says, "Oh Hanuman, show your courage." Hanuman assumes enormous proportions and leaps across the sea from the top of Mount Mahendra. Curtains up. Lanka, curtains down. Scene with Hanuman and Sita. Upon reaching Lanka, Hanuman contacts his body and enters it at moonrise as the city is well guarded by augurs. Hanuman gets anxious as he cannot locate Sita anywhere, but soon comes upon the Ashoka Vatika. He stays hidden in a tree. Hanuman sees Ravana approaching Sita. By means of coaxing words, Ravana implores her to accept him. Placing a blade of grass between herself and Ravana, Sita praises Sri Rama. Nettled by censure, Ravana allows her a time of 2 months to revise her decision or be bred. Sita is threatened by the ogresses upon instructions from Ravana. Unable to bear the threats of the ogresses, Sita bursts into a wail and calls out, "Oh Rama, why have you not come as yet to save me?" Hanuman sings the story of Sri Rama from his birth and ends it with Hanuman seeing Sita under the Ashoka tree. Sita looks around and soon sees Hanuman upon the tree. Upon confirming her identity, Hanuman reveals he is an envoy of Sri Rama. Sita cannot believe it and thinks he is probably an augur who has changed form to trap her again. Interrogated by Sita, Hanuman narrates his own life story and describes Rama and Lakshmana in detail to her. He then delivers Sri Rama's signet ring to Sita in order to strengthen her confidence in him. Sita rejoices to receive the token Sita is angry with Rama for not having come and stepped to rescue her. Hanuman appeases her and says Rama did not know where she was. Sita urges Hanuman to bring Sri Rama to her. Asked by Hanuman for a token, Sita narrates the episode of the crow on Chitrakuta. She further sends her greetings to both Sri Rama and Lakshmana and finally hands over the head jewel as a token and grants him leave to depart with her blessings. Hanuman feels his purpose is not accomplished till he ascertains the strength of the augurs and makes up his mind to lay waste the royal pleasure garden. Hanuman wreaks havoc in the gardens and fights and demolishes Kinkaras. He climbs up a pillar and loudly proclaims, Jai Sri Ram, and makes the sword work of the augurs smashed by Ravana. Hanuman finally allows himself to get bound by the Brahmastra sent by Indrajit, Ravana's son. Curtains up. Hanuman burns the entire city of Lanka except Vibhishana's palace. Hanuman sees Sita once more and then takes a leap across the sea. Curtains up. Paschat Ravana Kumbhakarna Hanuman. Hanuman and the monkeys rejoice after he conveys that he met with Sita. They soon return to Sugriva and Sri Rama and convey the news of having met Sita. The story she conveyed to Sri Rama and hand over her head jewel to Sri Rama. Pressing the jewel to his bosom, Sri Rama asks Hanuman to repeat the message of Sita. Telling Hanuman's report, Sri Rama hugs Hanuman. Sugriva heartens Sri Rama and Hanuman gives a detailed description of Lanka. The entire Vanara army marches towards Lanka. Sri Rama requests passage from the sea god. The sea god eventually relents and agrees to sustain a bridge built by Nala. Curtains up.
Jai Sri Ram.
Curtains down. Scene with Ravana. At Lanka, Ravana holds consultation with the augurs about a conflict with the monkeys. All the Rakshasa generals assure Ravana, while Vibhishana tries to make him see sense. Ravana castigates him with harsh words, and Vibhishana seeks the protection of Sri Rama. The Vanara army takes up its positions with Sri Rama outside Lanka. There were 36 crores of monkeys encamped around Lanka with crores of Vanaras at each gate. Seizing trees and mountains, the Vanara army waited for an encounter. Sri Rama then instructs Angada to communicate with Ravana and let him know that the period of retribution has arrived for his sins. Sri Rama is now at the case because Ravana had stolen his wife. Ravana needs to seek protection from Sri Rama or be prepared to die and hand over the crown to Vibhishana. Angada reaches Ravana's court and communicates Sri Rama's message. Ravana is furious and orders Angada to be seized and killed. Angada jumps with a mighty roar on the top of the palace and shatters the roof with his foot, while Ravana looks on with anger at the assault on his palace. Ravana is drives off the Vanara army and mobilizes his own army, and they beat drums and emit roars. A terrible conflict occurs between the augurs and the monkeys. Then Ravana himself appears and fights with Sri Rama.
I will finish the battle today itself.
And is defeated. He escapes with his life to Lanka. Curtains up. Curtains down, scene with Kumbhakarna and Ravana.
For Kumbhakarna now.
The slumbering Kumbhakarna is roused by the augurs, as Ravana is humiliated at his own defeat. 10,000 augurs try to rouse Kumbhakarna with drums, pom-poms, and when that did not work, they hit him with maces and mallows. Finally, he is roused and was immediately hungry When Ravana apprises Kumbhakarna about the reason for making him up, Kumbhakarna twits Ravana for his misdeeds, but reassures that he will fight in the battle. Curtains up. Scene with Kumbhakarna and Sri Rama. Curtains down. When Kumbhakarna enters the battlefield, all the Vanaras are scared just by his size. During the fight with Kumbhakarna, Sugriva is captured as Kumbhakarna believes that the king of the Vanara army is destroyed and the army is destroyed as well. Hanuman steps forward to fight with Kumbhakarna. In the meantime, Sugriva manages to escape. Kumbhakarna is furious and begins to devour monkeys, bears and others. At this juncture, Lakshmana puts up a brave battle and curses Kumbhakarna with arrows. Kumbhakarna says, "You have shown great valor, but I am here to kill Rama alone." When Rama is killed, this war will be over. Sri Rama steps forward and a terrible fight ensues between Kumbhakarna and Sri Rama. And Kumbhakarna is killed. The entire earth shook. The Vanara army experienced great joy as an enemy returned and fighting paid off. Curtains up. Scene with Indrajit. Curtains down. Ravana was tormented with grief. His son and half-brothers too rally forward to the battlefield and are soon killed. Indrajit enters the battle and wounds the Vanara generals. Indrajit becomes invisible and sends a missile decided by Dharma and renders Rama and Lakshmana unconscious. Decimates the Vanara army and returns to Lanka. Jambavan advises Hanuman to use his powers to go to the Himalayas and look for Rishabha mountain and bring back 4 herbs. Vritta Sanjeevani, capable of restoring dead to life. Vishalikarni, capable of healing wounds by weapons. Suvarnakarni, restoring the body to its original complexion. And Samhan, capable of turning fear and fractured blood. Hearing this, Hanuman was able to tremendous power and flew with the speed of wind. Not being able to spot the herbs, Hanuman seizes hold of the top of the mountain and speeds back to Sri Rama and Lakshmana. Observing him back, the monkeys roar with joy. Rama, Lakshmana, and the entire Vanara army is rejuvenated by nailing the fragrance of the herbs. A terrible fight ensues between the augurs and the Vanaras. Many more augurs are killed. Indrajit puts up a formidable fight. Sri Rama commands Lakshmana to march against Indrajit and make short work of him. Indrajit stays invisible, but when the augur army is decimated, he makes an appearance. Lakshmana and Indrajit fight bitterly. Eventually, Lakshmana kills Indrajit. Curtains up. Curtains down. Scene with Ravana. Stricken with grief, Ravana proceeds to kill Sita but desists from the dastardly act. On Shuparvasa's advice, Ravana soon marches to the battle with his remaining generals and exhibits his valor against the enemy. Many more augurs are killed in the battlefield. Seated in a chariot set by Indra, Sri Rama renews his combat with Ravana. Ravana is wounded and his charioteer removes him from the battlefield. Ravana reproaches his charioteer and they return to the battlefield. Sage Agastya advises Sri Rama to sing the Aditya Hridaya for victory. Sri Rama and Ravana have a fierce encounter with each other. Sri Rama cuts off Ravana's head, which falls to the ground, but another similar head pops up on Ravana's shoulders. Sri Rama cuts off the second head, but a third head appears. Sri Rama wonders why his arrows are ineffective against Ravana. Ravana too showers arrows, maces and mallets on Sri Rama. Ma Kali, who was a charioteer of Sri Rama, reminds him of the mystic missile decided by Dharma and created by 10 Prajapatis and tells him Ravana's hour of doom has arrived. He tells Sri Rama that he has the arrow provided by Sage Agastya. The mighty Sri Rama places the special arrow on his bow and releases it. The arrow pierces and takes the life of Ravana and penetrates the earth's surface. Ravana falls to the ground. Vibhishana is installed on the throne and Sri Rama Rama sends his message to Sita through Hanuman. At the command of Sri Rama, Vibhishana escorts Sita to Sri Rama. Sita undergoes a trial by fire to prove her fidelity and is united with Sri Rama. Sri Rama prepares to leave for Ayodhya and Vibhishana orders the Pushpaka Vimana to transport him to Ayodhya. Om Shri Sita Ramachandra Prabhu.
Jai Shri Ram!
Vahanas Adya as Pushpaka Vimana, Aditi Paramanand as Pushpaka Vimana, Charioteer Avani as Pushpaka Vimana. So stage helpers and assistants Swami Hegde Vardhini Mandir. So curtain holders and assistants Nagaraj Hegde and Shrikant Hegde, stage manager Shweta Bhatt, makeup and assistants Naveen Hegde, Mukta Hegde, Sharda Hegde, Nidhi Hegde, casting and assistant Sharda Bhatt.
Wow, that truly was an amazing performance. And the manager of this entire performance was made by my mom, Deepti Hegde. She did countless minutes to make this wonderful performance for you all. This story truly did captivate the performance of the Ramayana. We are fortunate to have such talented artists among us. Looking at Sri Rama's lives help us practice more Sanatana Dharma in our daily lives.
Please collect